Hello and welcome to another update video about NEAR. The NEAR chart has shown already an initial reaction to the communicated micro support area. We talked about that in the last video here, this support region. So I'm going to zoom in a minute. Bigger picture, I see the move to the upside here possibly as an ABC structure. Really nothing else makes sense unless we have a 5-wave move with a very much extended 5th wave. It's not a great chart, I have to say that. That doesn't mean it's bearish, but it's not clearly bullish. Well, it is at the moment. NEAR is one of the first coins that I mentioned back in October, November as one that could perform well because it was one of the few at the time which also outperformed Bitcoin. Not every coin is doing that. And I think if we take a quick look at the NEAR BTC chart, we already talked about it back then, and we had that NEAR BTC breakout right here. Obviously, this chart needs some adjustment here. So like that, yeah. It could even be that this is a larger ABC. It doesn't matter now, but we recognized the potential at the time very early, and it is one that has started to outperform Bitcoin and is still doing it. Okay, so that's why NEAR is so interesting, and also why I kept covering it. Let me go back. But it's not, the microstructure is just not very clear. I have to say that. Okay, I call it an ABC structure at the moment because really anything else, yeah, so it doesn't make so much sense. But we are able to count the microstructure in wave C, at least to some, degree, to a certain degree. And interesting developments because from the moment that this B wave bottomed on the 23rd of January, we've had a 3-wave move up so far. So I count it as a 3-wave move up. And I shared with you in the last updates that, hey, there could be a wave 4 pullback underway. I don't even need to change the support area, so that remains valid. I think last time we pretty much picked the top here, maybe just slightly adjusting it, but it's just a few cents that is affecting it. So we pretty much talked about it in the last video. And this year, the move down, honestly, could already be the wave 4. And if we now move up higher, then the wave 5 is unfolding. And the wave 5, I still prefer one more high on this chart. Still prefer one more high in wave 5, and that one more high could reach, first of all, $11.34, then possibly even $11.80, and yeah, the descending trend line that we have on the chart should also be considered. So yeah, I would prefer one more high. When do I change my opinion? I have to change my opinion if there is a sustained break below 460 or 467. It's the 50% retracement level here, and no wave 4 should really go below that level. To be honest, it would be very deep for a wave 4. I wouldn't like the look of it. So I would actually prefer if we don't even go down below the 38.2 retracement, which is here at $5.44. Yeah, because if you look at the 1-2 setup here, I mean, the wave 4 kind of had the right sort of proportions. It could still stretch out a little more, but I don't like a very deep wave 4 here because the wave 2 was quite short in duration as well. So maybe the wave 4 is already in. Okay, I would certainly consider that here after touching the support zone. And the wave 5, if it's now unfolding, needs to be confirmed by a break above the last high, which is basically $9.04, $9.05. And which level could then the wave 5 reach? I already touched on it. So it's here $11.34. That's the next one. That's a very important Fibonacci retracement and resistance level on this chart. And the level above that is $11.80. And then we have that descending trend line, and then $15. They are the next resistance levels. It would take at the moment a break below 460 to really suggest that a more substantial top has formed. And at the moment, I prefer at least one more high in this wave 5 of C. And then once we've got that, we might call that a wave 2 pullback, the next pullback, and it could be quite deep. Again, it depends a little bit because it is also possible to call that a 5-wave move up, but then the 5th wave is very extended. Or it's an ABC structure in wave 1 and we're dealing with a larger diagonal. Certainly this wave 2 pullback could be interesting if we are then still in the bull market, right? I mean, that is the other question. I always have to add that. But for now, it's a bullish market, and pullbacks in bullish markets can be opportunities. I can only highlight that, okay, one more high is preferred still. And if we get into this region that I mentioned, between sort of $11.30 to $15, just be on the side of caution. Okay, not bearish, but on the side of caution. And what I will do, I will offer you the always updated support levels and, you know, support regions, the micro support levels. That's my update about NEAR. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.